name is Michelle Levesque, and I'm going to demonstrate proper hand hygiene. It's very important that you wash your hands before and after patient care. Also, if you've been in contact with any bodily fluids, open wounds, or surfaces that a patient might have touched, like a tray table or handrails. You also want to wash your hands after removing your gloves, before eating, and after using the restroom. As far as using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer versus liquid soap, the CDC recommends using a liquid soap anytime your hands are visibly dirty. If you have been in contact with a patient who has a confirmed or suspected case of C. diff, infectious diarrhea like norovirus, or anthrax. But even if your patient does not have one of those illnesses or isn't showing any signs, if your facility has had an outbreak or just a higher number of cases, you want to be sure to use liquid soap. Also, before eating and after using the restroom, you would use liquid soap. If you work in a facility that does allow jewelry or an area that allows jewelry, you want to leave that on, making sure that you get all the surfaces of that, because they'll hold bacteria just like a crevice in your skin would. So to start, you want to gather your supplies. You're going to need warm water, soap, and hand towels, or paper towels. So you're going to get your water to warm. You don't want hot water because it just contributes to dryness in your skin, creating little spots that are going to hold more bacteria. So get your water warm, and mine is warm. So I'm going to wet my hands and my wrist. I'm keeping my hands down so that the water runs down the sink, not down my elbows and on my clothes. If I were wearing sleeves, I would make sure that they aren't touching the surface of the sink in any way, and my hands aren't touching the surface of the sink at all. So my hands are wet. I'm going to get some soap. About a teaspoon of soap. Using a circular motion, you're going to build up that lather and wash the palms of your hands. Then you'll go to the back side of the hand, or the dorsal side, since I am taking anatomy. You're going to pay attention to the surface of the nails. Then you're going to do each finger and thumb individually. This is my ring finger. I do have a ring on, so I'm going to move that around, get underneath it a little bit, kind of just make sure it's as clean as possible. Then I'm going to do between each finger, making sure to get all those crevices. Then the knuckles. So I'm going to tighten up my fist to tighten up that skin and rub it in my palm. Be sure to get both sets of knuckles on the fingers. Then I'm going to do under the nail. So I'm going to take a nail on the other hand and go under each nail as deep as I comfortably can and go from end to end. Go from end to end. Make sure you pull out all of that bacteria. Then I'm going to do my wrist and a little above. Then I will rinse. Again, keeping my hands down. I'm not touching any surfaces of the sink, and my clothes are not touching the surface of the sink. Move that ring around a little bit, get that soap out. I'm going to leave the water running and grab a couple of towels. I'm going to pat dry. You don't want to rub and just increase that chance of creating more crevices. with your dry skin. Between the fingers, all around that ring, get it dry. My wet towel, I'm going to throw it away. Then I'm going to get a dry towel. The reason I use a dry towel to turn the water off is because bacteria can travel through a wet towel from the faucet back to my hands that I've just cleaned. So I'm going to pick this up. I folded my napkin, and I'm going to push the sink off. Then I'm going to fold that towel up, making a point not to touch any surfaces of the towel that have touched the surface of the faucet. And that's it. My hands are spotless. I hope you have a great day.